A person who watched one of the videos on making a bucket noticed that there were some contraptions or jigs that I was using that I didn't explain, and he wished that I would explain them to him. So I thought I'd make a short video showing what they are. They're just little contraptions that I came up with that helps me hold the bucket and work on it. I don't know that they were ever used traditionally. I came up with them myself. But the first one is this. It's just a platform. It's a rectangle with 2x4 scrap nailed together with some 2x2, 1.5 by 1.5, I don't know, blocks in the corners. And then at the bottom here, you can see there's a little block that is exactly 2 inches below the top of the platform. And the reason for that is that on the bucket, and here's one that I'm working on now that has no bottom in it, but oftentimes when you're working on it and you need to work on the bottom, you can't sit it here because of the long staves at the top. So you can do it lots of ways. On the bench, I can put it here, right here where the end vise is, and that works pretty good. It's nice and stable. You don't have to build anything. If you don't have a bench, you can build this thing, and I do use it sometime. And the long staves go in there. Bucket rests on it pretty good. I can work on the end, plane the end off smooth, whatever. And it gives room for those long staves and a place for them to rest. That's that one. This is a form, and this actually came out of the book How to Make a Cooper Bucket. And if you want to make a bucket and have it exactly correct dimensions, this is the way to do it. All this is and it's all going to fall apart here, 2 circles of plywood, and I think this is 1/8 or 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4, that I had scrap, and they're cut to the diameter of the top and the bottom of the bucket. And the height is exactly the height of the bucket, not the length of the staves, but the height of the bucket. And so that when you assemble it, you can take a temporary hook, lay it on the bottom, and then take your staves and sort of rest them here. And I generally take a rubber band and put that at the top here. Probably have it all fall apart. Put that at the top, and then you got to find your rubber band again. Put your stave in there at 90 degrees, and then another one over here. And once you've got 4 of them in, you can slip the other staves in really easily. And as you can see, you can assemble your bucket upside down with this form. Now, you don't have to have this form. There's lots of ways to do it. You can just hold them all together, or you can use a pillow to put inside here. And most of the time, if I do use this form, I'll only use it long enough to get the staves together and a hook on. And I'm not worried really too much about how what the exact circumferences are. I just want it to fit well and fit watertight. And then the last one is this contraption right here, and this is just the reverse of the other. And what that's for, this circumference of this, the diameter of this circle is about the same as where this iron band is at the top. The diameter at the bottom is a little bit smaller, as you can see. And the reason for that is when you are making your groove for the bottom, you need a way of holding the bucket other than just by holding it around or in your lap. You don't have to, you can hold it in your lap. You can place it in here, and I don't have it here to show you, but you see there's a couple of eye bolts on each end, or hooks on each end, and I can put a ratchet strap from here to here that holds that down tight. And when I do, I can take this end, clamp it to the bench, and I've got a perfectly stable construction to work on. I can smooth off the bottom of the bucket, I can cut my groove, I can smooth the sides. It just makes it easier than trying to hold it in your hand or in your lap. And again, this is made out of some scrap pieces that I had, 2x6 that the circles were cut out of. It doesn't really matter what diameter the circles are. You could have put them that far apart, just something that's stable to hold it. The eye bolts for the ratchet strap, and enough length on the end to clamp it to the bench. And that's it. I hope that explains it and helps you out.